Find one, but Locky comes up with two, and Mako will be there for the finisher. So still bloody, not clean at all here for the side of TRX, but they do manage to stop Gen G from chaining together 3 rounds in a row here in this second half.
That trap wire, once again, worth its weight in gold. We saw it with Banyak on Ascent earlier. Now this time around, Texture falls victim to it.
Oh, the double reveal.
The double reveal, so good. And then they line up nicely for Mako. Good timing, good assist from everybody on DRX to bail each other out there. He's setting it up a little bit further forward.
Aduh, ada Obi-Wan sama Sinalo, guys.
Thinking about a B hit is still enough money for rifles for Gen G.
First half sengit banget Gen G DRX, coy. Ayo, Sin.
DRX is a few players pretty low.
Malam, bos. Malam Obi-Wan.
Red situation, trying to play off the one-way there.
Vira juga.
Such a narrow little bit of space.
First half sengit banget Gen G sama DRX.
The wall comes in and he saw the gun barrel.
Yeah.
Foxy getting the kill, step up, anjir, Karol step up. In the meantime, back over here on the B side, however, Locky and Texture one apiece. Now Karen as well getting involved, takes out Stacks, and that breaks open the site. Flashback, rotating around.
Waduh.
Neural Tap comes in and chases.
Meskipun DRX masih lebih unggul, tapi kayaknya 50-50 deh nih masih.
Foxy 9 in the meantime, trying to hold things down.
Foxy 9 2 HP, hey! 2 SP Foxy 9, careful.
Spike stuck at backside.
Aduh.
So low.
He's got a pit.
Tapi lawan tekstur lagi susah nih.
Wah,
the hell, coy.
2 HP and no
Hilang, coy.
problem. Foxy gets
Hilang
it done.
palanya, anjir.
Unbelievable from Foxy there. That is so difficult.
Yang menang Pelix ya bener.
Read
Yang menang
that
Pelix.
initial setup so well. But he's just so ready for that angle is Foxy, just anticipating it the whole way. Flash back, saying, nah, cannot teleport there.
Jangan sama pemainnya setara tekstur aja semua pemain DRX nih.
Now things starting to get a little bit dire for Gen G.
One of those rounds that does not feel
no.
good to lose at all.
No, that's a painful one. Really feel like you should have had that one, no doubt
Jadi
about
support
it.
fragger nggak apa-apa lagi.
Now you're lacking in ults compared to your opponent.
Ayo tebak skor, tebak skor.
Dimensional drift.
Berapa nih? DRX nih. DRX paling 13, gue paling 13-10.
Stacks is swung out so wide here.
Iya, Genji kalau lawan Flash pernah kemarin, iya. Halo Davin. Mantap Davin.
Smoke goes down though.
Double flashes.
Ayo kita lihat guys.
Very well may.
Oh, rame banget di longnya coy. TP nggak tuh Yorunya? Iya orang rame banget anjir.
Gate crash right back up into heaven. Clear on the dizzy, recovered however.
Oke, Foxy-nya udah nge-cover bagian A-main dengan hyper speed tentunya. Dikit lagi GA nih, iya. Iya, sebenernya 8 subscribers lagi anjir. Tinggal 8 subscribers lagi nih.
Buzz has arrived to reinforce. Now you can dimensional drift. This is so scary now. You have a lot of utility you can combo off this.
Sees 1, 2, 3. He hasn't been able to check his hookah.
Nalo dicek ayo. Udah mau habis dimensional driftnya. Pura-pura nggak lihat. Cuma pengalian isu, Dia keinget pas awal Buzz Ace lawan PRX. Itu gila sih Buzz. Korean race itu emang nggak ada obatnya. Tapi sekarang si Buzz makanya ini Yoru. Kayaknya pertama kali deh si Genji main di Bind deh.
Jump forward, Foxy 9 now arriving as the pit expands. Backs turn, he gets stuck.
Dalam smoke ya, dalam vapor speednya ada Munchkin. Aduh, nice try.
Managed to hold on.
Kan di breeze. Halo Seng, halo Olel.
Yeah, I mean a lot of flashes going both ways, but because Gen G is able to get up to that tube, they've got so many players able to cover so many angles from up there. Stacks crisp with some of his aim, but it's just not enough.
Wih, ada Omeng guys ya.
Swings wide on his left-hand side. There's just so many players out there. He gets taken down.
Textur juga ace kalau nggak salah di breeze ya, nge-acein si PRX malah. Si PRX kena ace lagi. Thank you Olel atas bawarnya. Kamu kenapa baik sekali Olel? Kamu udah nge-give berapa kali? Baru mandi bang? Ya tahu aja habis mandi ya. Tadi soalnya gue nunggu maghrib dulu guys, jadi biar nggak kepotong sama maghrib kan. Best deal for you, welcome to the stream. Ada Araki Lemon gak bang? Salah game. Emang cuma Olel yang ada stiker bos labannya guys ya, karena dia jadi subscribers di TikTok. 6 lagi bos, iya. Sebenarnya 6 subscribers lagi nih di YouTube nih, giveaway nih. Gak ada yang mau nge-follow apa guys, teman-teman kalian gitu guys. Soalnya aku mau jadi si paling baik hati dan tidak sombong, keren dan paling dermawan. Keren. Abis ini gue pengen main abis DRX lawan. Ya abis DRX lawan Genji gue pengen main. BT Ryzen ada nggak bang? Di Getron nggak tuh? Gak ada. Aku udah bantu 2. Sebenarnya Davin itu satu lagi akun siapa itu? Tadi Perex Tiwa menang mana bang? Menang Perex dong. Gitu. Hai boy, jangan lupa subscribe YouTube Bos Naban. Sumpah tinggal 6 subscribers lagi, gue bakal ngasih giveaway. Si L juga nih, Ustarat 278A, bodo amat lah. Ini 11 orang nonton gak mau punya stiker ginian? Nah itu dia. Oleh lah aku jadi moderator juga. Bisa-bisa dia nge-marketing. Oke, Oleh jadi moderator juga guys. Di TikTok, karena dia subscribers. Subscribers TikTok. Kalau subscriber YouTube, bisa semuanya. Wow, udah 3 akun bos, buset udah banyak banget coy. Nah itu trafficnya beneran bohongan tuh. Nanti. Belum ada duit. Aman aja sih, it's okay, no pressure. Masih akan selalu ada kok itu. Mantap Kay, thank you so much for the flower, for the gifts Kay. Kay udah nge-subscribe YouTube Bos Naban belum? Udah belum kamu? Text, low HP. Ingat, kamu tuh bot frag, jadi paling susah nge-aimnya. Oh, tapi DRX flashback dong. Gila dipacul semua sama dia. Tapi, gila. Si Stack nge-TB-in loh. Weh. Bisa aja flashback tanggil banget. Bang, giveaway Rubicon enggak? Enggak lah anjir. Gak ada duit, mana duit? Ini aja gue giveaway CP dari para donatur nih. Di bawah ada 800 ribuan. Flashback panas banget dah. Ini roster barunya DRX emang nyatu banget gitu loh. Menyatu dengan DRX loh. Dengan semua orang. Nggak salah RB dibuang ya guys ya. Nggak salah maksudnya RB di apa namanya diganti sama flashback.
Obviously subjects of much scrutiny coming into the season here were DRX.
Yeah.
But so far very strong efforts to just re-inspire hope for the squad.
It has a lot of that similar feel to
makin terpressure nampaknya Genji ya guys ya.
It feels like it has a little bit more explosiveness. It feels like they're willing to go for some more kind of risky but high reward plays. I remember that Rolling Thunder with stacks and flashback on Split.
Careful, Mako.
That really made
yang
me
baru
think,
sekarang
okay,
mah monyet, iya coy. Monyet biasa aja, biasa banget anjir. Mainnya di PRX. Tapi mungkin belum ini aja kali, belum apa namanya, belum benar-benar cocok kali di PRX. Atau mungkin belum mengerti esensi dari W gamingnya PRX gitu. Iya ada 2 game bot frag, emang cuma 2 game kan? Sebenarnya dia pas di game lawan Geng kemarin juga bot frag coy, si apa monyet. Konsisten bot frag anjir. Bang, kalau saya di lapak dulu gimana biar banyak sub? Gimana emang bisa jadi banyak gitu? Ya di-share kemana aja lah, yang penting mereka suka main Valorant, ngikutin VCT. Ya paling nggak main Valorant aja sih. Karena konten gue konten Valorant. Nalo. Nalo smoke baik banget. Oh, spamnya. Kok flashback tahu aja ya? Delay planting lagi. Tapi Karon coy. Wah, tapi aku udah nyalain Orbital Strike. Dapat satu lagi tekstur. Wow. Karon dapetin juga tuh si Bas. Wow. Terlalu OP sih guys. Ini ada Kay yang ngasih sini. Kay, kamu kenapa follow Instagram aku Kay? Tapi thank you so much Kay, karena aku juga lagi follow followers juga di Instagram. Masa masih 600 anjir. Game 2 something panas nembus jet badut. Iya coy. Si ini ya, jet tadi siapa yang nama jet ya? Jet itu saya player tadi. Ayo guys, satu lagi guys, let's go. Udah match point nih. Biar kita tahu siapa yang lawan PRX gitu. Tapi ini mapnya DRX sih. Lotus apakah Genji bisa menang ya? Thank you Stephen Napulu atas subscribe-nya. Terus tadi ada juga yang follow Instagram si Kay. Masih ada Kay nggak sih sini? Hai Kay. Masih ada Kay nggak sih sini? Udah ada Kay ya? Lavender Blues. Ya itu orangnya mana sih si Kay? Masih ada nggak sih sini? Dapat satu tekstur. Flashback nggak semudah itu flashback. Mansion juga low HP. Oh ada healer. Oke. Seger dari di heal. Di-delay lagi pakai pain shells. Aduh. Tekstur. Ketreat sama Bass. Mungkin mereka bisa nge-trade lagi. Namun Lakia bisa follow up. Stax juga melakukan kill terhadap Meteor. Sekarang 3 lawan 2 tentunya. Berbahaya untuk melakukan retake karena Lakia. Finishing blow. What a wallbang. Headshot from Lakia. That's insane. Wow. Thank you so much for the subscription. Okay. On TikTok channel now you are now you are able to give us some Bos Naban stickers. Try it out, my friend. Try it out. Kalau Bos lo Evelyn. Mereka dulu Evelyn.
Lights out for Gen G with
gimana guys, ini tebak skor nih, kata gue closing udah 13-9 udah. Enggak jadi deh, mereka saving lagi. Derek saving 13-10 deh, 13-10 deh. Mantap Kay. Giveaway apa bang? VP paling. Lucu banget stikernya, yoi, thank you so much. Gacor 1000 bang, emang udah 1000? Ini gua Quetzal Quartlus, inget gak? Ingat, karena ada di friend list. Ingat gue. Flozo 13-11, kata gue 13-9, ayo 13-9. Enggak 13-10, sorry 13-10. Karena kalau udah sampai angka, udah sampai angka 10, dia harus saving lagi gitu. Kalau misalnya angka 10 masih kalah gitu si Genji. Enggak, kalau misalnya angka 10, DRX dapat angka 10, terus DRX kalah, berarti DRX harus saving lagi. Nah, itu baru benar. Nah, itu dia. Hey, bisa aja kamu unknown, bisa aja. Hey, bisa aja Anda. Bisa aja kamu ke unknown. Tolong dijaga guys, Kalau PRX T1 siapa menang tadi PRX. Tadi PRX yang menang. Pas di map 1 sengit banget coy, tapi emang salah T1 sih. T1 tuh banyak blundernya. Tapi di Asin juga banyak blundernya. Kena thrifty mulu, bayangin aja di Asin tuh dia kena classic skill 3 kali loh. Pertama kill classic dari monyet, kedua kill classic dari something, ketiga kill classic dari mind freak. Udah, padahal mereka senjatanya full buy loh. Gue gak ngerti sih. Terus juga pas di split kan mereka udah mau closing kan 11-12 gitu kan. Cuma pas dia mau retake bagian S-side, itu dia masuk lewat screen semua 5-5 ya 5 lawan 3 tapi 5-5 nya masuk ke screen semua. Mereka gak expect kalau misalnya smoke-nya itu ada lobang yang dan bisa di pick dari arah heaven, dari arah rafters S-side gitu. Langsung dia bisa main freak dapat 2, habis itu Jason dapat 2, habis itu udah Davai dapat 1, 5. 3 lawan 5 menang PRX. Itu blunder banget coy. Sumpah tadi split itu hancur banget, pas closingnya hancur. Itu kayak apa namanya? Nilas titik rusak sebelunggu. Bener gak sih gue ngomongnya? Nilas titik tuh apa sih? Nilas titik hilang rusak, nilas titik rusak sebelum gue lupa ya. Yang elbow paket ya bener, yang elbow coy itu hancur banget coy, hancur banget. Itu hancur banget, sehancur-hancurnya ya. Padahal udah mimpi anak-anak T1. Paling gak bisa map 3 loh, paling gak tadi loh. Bisa main sunset loh. Di map das, ini bukan das, ini buy gitu. BTW makasih ya, siapa namanya? Yey, Kay, udah nge-subscribe dan stikernya keren banget. Thank you. Coba kasih stiker lagi deh. Ntar gue kasih apa namanya raut wajah yang sama kayak stikernya. Mungkin Olel juga bisa ngasih. Bang tadi PRX sama T1 menang PRX set boy, menang PRX 2-0. 16-14 itu pas map 1. Ya gitu lah. Gitu lah kayak. Gimana nih? Kalah nih gimana nih? Tuh kan closing kan, ayo 12-12 yuk. 13-10 yuk, 13-10. Oh Mako udah closing. 1v2 kena flash, masih bisa lanjut. Berarti sih gue salah dong. Saving lagi dong dia Rex. Saving lagi dong dia Rex. Last round loh. Maksudnya lu gak ada budget gitu dia Rex. No, dia pakai bulldog. pakai bulldog, senjata apa adanya.
Looked like he was dead to rights.
Ngeri
It looked
banget,
like it
anjir.
was going to be map over, and now we're one away from overtime.
Kayak stikernya Kai.
Insane. Economy's not great here.
Ya menang
for
PRX sama
DRX.
T1 siapa
Might
bang?
be a
Yang menang
timeout coming,
PRX.
indeed.
Bos mending DRX nggak sih? DRX coy,
Wowzers.
DRX yang menang.
I would love to see that from Karon's angle.
Kalau misalnya Genji yang menang, berarti Genji beneran rising star coy. Ini antara tekstur sama flashback sih. Karena dua itu yang lagi risingnya gitu, yang lagi menyala-menyalanya gitu, yang paling konsisten mainnya.
Man, what an absolutely unreal clutch.
Dari tiap tim ya. Kalau DRX ada flashback, itu orang baru, tekstur juga orang baru di Genji. Sebelumnya pemain apa? Pemain Global Esports. Cuma sayang di Global Esports dia nggak ada dampaknya sama sekali. Kasian.
The way that these players for Genji and DRX, these rookies have stepped in this year has been just absolutely incredible. I mean, they both look like they belong. There's been very little. I mean, yeah, flashback. Okay, you think back to the
sini
off
YouTube
season.
suka muter-muter. Oh ya, sini aja udah sih, sini aja.
Since then, he's been very good.
Di YouTube aja nggak apa-apa. Nontonnya horizontal, nggak vertikal. Ya, oke, dan lagi yuk. Ini selesai udah closing. Kamu udah makan? Nggak? Udah dong. Kamu udah makan belum? Guys, jangan lupa makan guys, semuanya guys. Makan malam. Lagi meta kah pakai dual coach? Dual coach? Coach ada dua? Tadi ada dua emang? Enggak, cuma satu aja. Yang ada dua itu ini, Zeta. Zeta itu soalnya ada coach sama asisten coach. Sama ada 3 analis. Bayangin. Zeta, division. Ada 2 coach, satu asisten coach. 3 analis. Gila. Beli makan bos. Lagi meta. Beli makan bos, nggak ada duit. Nggak ada duit gua, belum cash. Belum dapet job nge-cash gua. Janji Karon dapat 1. Oh 3 lawan 2 masih winnable. Ya ini mau overtime ini mas. Ini mau overtime. Thank you atas gifts-nya kayak dikasih sayap. Keren kamu Kay, keren.
Still revealed, still
Yo,
standing in position.
come on.
Flashback and we'll find that elimination. Foxy worried about the approach there from main.
Wait.
Spots one.
One enemy remaining.
But now,
Coach Alex bilang gue so cukup aja.
Can he get the
Fatal
pick
in
down?
hand.
Nah betul, Bila tuh bisa horizontal. Nah mantap
Has it
sih.
in his hands. Draws back down to the rifle.
Kayaknya kalau misalnya gue udah 1000 subscribers, gue bakal konsisten double stream deh.
Even though
Oke.
they line up for him, he's not going to be able to
Overtime,
find the shot. 12-12, we once again.
Overtime guys, soalnya emang gak semudah itu guys.
Oh,
Karena
amazing stuff.
MVP-nya itu selain
Amazing stuff.
Genji itu yang lagi nyala itu lo tekstur, Karon sama Meteor.
Both have been
Manskin
just
juga
absolutely
sih
insane.
sebenarnya sih.
Karon,
Ini Eco Fragger pernah nyala-nyala, gue heran deh. Eco Fraggernya si Genji lagi pada naik semua nih. Gue kira yang bakal menyala tuh kayak cuma Meteor, kalau nggak tekstur. Ternyata sekarang Karon. Gue ingat banget tadi yang pas Pistolron ya. Karon tuh cuma bukan Pistolron sih, kayak first half. Karon tuh dapat 4K, 2 dari Judge, 2 lagi dari Orbital Orb.
By Genji.
Terus 1000, Genji menang 2-0. Waduh, jadi taruhan gitu jadi.
And you thought, well, all right, GG go next.
GG go next, gimana dong? Ayo dong DRX, terpressure kah DRX? Masa Genji yang menang? Ya menuju grand final. PRX versus Genji lagi, nggak bosen. Udah pernah loh. Masa harus 2 kali? Kalau Lucky ya nggak kosin tapi bagus, iya. Lucky dia tuh kayak apa ya? Kayak support fragger aja sih kayaknya sih. Tapi pas lawan apa Zeta kemarin nyala banget Lucky ya coy. Pas lawan PRX juga nyala itu si Lucky ya. Pas lawan Ararki nggak perlu nyala juga udah menang. Yang pas lawan Ararki yang nyala itu cuma Meteor sama tekstur doang guys, tapi menang mereka gitu. Emang udah 1000 subscribers? Seriusan? Seriusan 1000 subscribers? Gue pengen cek juga deh. Ya tapi jangan lupa keep following ya guys ya. Mungkin yang di TikTok ada 37 viewers, silakan nonton ya guys ya. Subscribe di YouTube Bos Naban juga ya guys ya. Yes! Udah 1000 subscribers, berarti gue harus merencanakan giveaway-nya guys. Tenang guys, akan segera kita bahas giveaway-nya. Ini ada prize pool 800 ribuan ya guys ya. Itu buat kalian semua, gue gak akan ambil spacer pun. Kita undi, nanti kita ya bikirin formatnya kayak gimana. Congrats bos, thank you B1. Gue seneng banget gue. My pleasure. The pleasure is mine my friend. Keren semua keren. Bener boy, thanks for the follow. Oh Meteor lagi nge-kill, triple kills. It's a triple K coming from Meteor. Congratulations, yes.
Get themselves up to map
Tapi DRX harus
It's
menang
just
karena
tremendous
Mako
cagey play from
adalah
Mako.
idola Viper gua.
So good about
Meskipun
making
sekarang
sure that he's able to get out
yang
of
make
his
Foxy
potentially
9.
tricky
Kalau kemarin pas
situation.
Afrika TV yang
Gets
main
no
Zes.
damage, does a ton of
Sekarang
damage.
Zes kemana BTW ya?
They're able to
Jadi
just
thank you so much again atas supportnya guys.
lock down
Finally
the
Bos Naban
B-side,
reach
give
1000
no
subscribers
purchase
on
to
YouTube.
DRX's
Dan artinya gue bakal
attempted
double
attacks.
stream.
And then
Mostly.
Meteor, the great one-way setup right on
Dan gue
top
bakal
of that
siapin
shower
giveaway
door.
buat kalian semua.
It's a phenomenal angle. Doesn't even give the wingman a
Yeah,
chance. Doesn't
okay.
give anyone a chance. That's the Meteor we've come to know and love so far. Oh, Mako.
Mas giveaway GoPay juga jangan VP doang, GoPay anjir. Gue pengen menghidupkan pervalauran Indonesia makanya gue pengennya ini guys, VP guys.
See if anything budges over here at long.
There's no healing anymore with DRX's comp since they switched to the Gecko.
Snake bite lobbed in.
They know.
Halo Bas, ayo. Direct pressure nih, masa janji yang menang sih? Tuh kan, udah kecolongan kan, Foxy 9 kan? Mako juga low HP lagi, nggak ada healer loh, bayangin aja loh. Aku mau giveaway, udah 1K aku mau giveaway. Kok kamu yang Onibe? Kok kamu yang giveaway sih Onibe? Ini yang YouTubernya siapa ya? Yang konten kreatornya siapa? Kenapa anda yang giveaway?
A lot of pressure over towards Flashback and Buzz. They are pushing so far forward.
Nah, map berapa ini bang? Map pertama. Oh udah. Habis sudah kisah map 1 untuk DRX ya guys ya. Nice try banget. Closingnya jelek banget dari dia. Nggak jelek sih. Gue nggak boleh ngomong jelek BTW. Karena latihan. Buat di City soalnya nggak boleh. Jadi pas di DRX itu pas mereka udah dapat match point, sayang banget mereka nge-stuck. Alasannya adalah karena selalu ke skill dulu, entah sama tekstur, entah sama meteor gitu. Susah banget bagian counternya. Itu aneh banget. DRX kroco, keren pati. Tapi memang JJ lagi panas-panasnya guys. Dia yang bikin fans sekolahan loh guys, satu map loh. Ingat, T1 aja kalah 2-0 guys. Versus DRX, versus PRX. Tapi giliran Genji yang lawan PRX 2-1. Dia menang di Breeze kalau nggak salah. Besok farmers dulu baru BO5.
Oh, and I think there is a lot to break down. That was an unreal performance from Genji, closing it out on Bind, 14-12
Penutupannya yang jelek Araki bang, iya. Tapi sekarang yang jelek DRX guys. Udah dapat match point. Gue inget dari 9-12 coy. Dari 9-12 jadi berapa nih? 14-12. Aduh. Nice try banget dah.
Genji really started to tighten things up. Genji started to get a read for how Buzz is playing that your way.
Udah 3 kontrol sih dia menang, iya. 3 controller. Sebenarnya Harbor berguna sih pas main di Breeze ya.
He wasn't really taking a lot more of the aggressive fights. I think it's because he didn't really have the backup from his
Fun match-nya Admin Yokai versus Luna Berlian. Oh.
Texture, man. He was fearless.
Emang gue bisa daftar ya? Gue bisa main ya?
Was getting so much map control plus entry frag. I think this 13-13.
Ya, kita 1000 subscribers ya guys ya. Nanti gue bakal bahas sistem giveaway-nya gimana sama yang punya VP ya guys ya. Insya Allah bisa dapat banyak ya guys ya. Blunder parah, enggak ini blunder parah juga sih di RX sih. Mereka udah dapat match point, tapi kenapa? Bos pas break bahas RRQ kenapa kalah? Banyak alasannya. Banyak alasannya. Pertama mereka udah dapat skor banyak pas dimain di Icebox pas pertama kali ketemu Genji, tapi kenapa dia kalah adalah karena mereka ke double pick terus. Padahal mereka thrifty, Genji thrifty cuma pakai sheriff tapi ke double pick terus, double pick pakai sheriff. Mereka 1 lawan 2 terus. Happy 1K subs. Oke, thank you Davin. Ayo kita semua applause. Finally Bos Naban 1K subs. PRX 2-0 lawan Genji ya. Kata gue sih Genji deh yang menang lawan DRX deh. Terus tekstur DJ nggak kayak gini, enggak coy. Karena DJ itu kayaknya yang diandalin waktu itu Eskarosi. Tapi Eskarosi juga mainnya gitu-gitu aja anjir. Makanya sekarang dia turun kan ke tier 2 kan Eskarosi. Main sama main sama Severin. Yeah.
Sometimes it's not quite
Delby juga main.
there,
Kemarin Delby
especially
main
on a
ya.
map like Bind, and I think that was one of the big things why Gen G
Best oper.
was able to get such a good read on it. That
Mendingan
said, though, Buzz
operatornya
did get
ini
a piece
Lilo,
around 6,
ya,
which was
meskipun
pretty
Lilo
cool
pakai
the way
Viper.
they played off of his teammates. So the retake sometimes worked out really well when he knew how to combo off of Stax' Dizzy.
Lihat
But
nih,
towards the end, you can
tekstur tuh,
definitely
tekstur
see
tuh.
Gen G
Oh,
knew
si
how to
Bas
play
juga
against that. They
bagus
started to set
ini
themselves up
pilihannya bagus
to,
loh pakai Yoru loh.
preemptively strike down that Dizzy as it gets
Dia nggak
sent
maksa
down.
juga gitu pengen
At that point,
kill
they
pas
were no
udah dapat
longer
dimensional
worried,
drift,
you
mereka
know.
cari
In
info
fact,
udah
it was
balik
DRX
gitu loh.
that started to feel
Di
a bit of
mapping
that-
dulu
that
beneran di mapping dulu sama
hesitation.
DRX gitu. Tapi
Because,
kalah
like you
eksekusinya
mentioned,
pas
or
terakhir
Cash
adalah
just
ketika
mentioned as well, flashback
teksturnya
sets
tuh
up that
menyala
spider
banget
spread.
di sini.
You see it, you know, the perfect crisscross
Lucky-nya juga
tripwire right
kayak
outside
dia
of hookah.
selalu ngasih
Until
early
now,
info deh.
Texture started to get trapped. There was no follow-up. They couldn't really get a kill because they played so far
Setelah
back.
satu selesai, map
At the
kedua
same time,
mulainya
I think one of
cepet
the
apa
biggest
lama
thing
bang?
the
Kayaknya
biggest things
nggak
that
lama
broke
deh.
the camel's back was round
Coba gue
22
pengen
or
lihat YouTube.
23.
Gue pengen ini dulu, gue pengen lihat YouTube-nya. Gue pengen lihat YouTube-nya. Tadi kok bisa itu gitu. Kok tadi bisa apa namanya? Bisa nge-stuck gitu angkanya. Valorant esports. Jamil nge-cash ya bang? Nggak tahu gue nggak tahu Jamil nge-cash atau enggak. Soalnya gue ngomongnya bahasa Inggris.
Had the perfect
Ini loh yang ini loh, di sini nih. Ini kan udah match point kan? Ini udah match point kan? Peace, Genji, udah bosan PS versus DRX mulu.
This is a fantastic recovery here from what looked like.
Tapi iya sih kalau Genji menang seru sih maksudnya. Ini nih, ini udah enak banget nih. 9-12, cuma ya dia Iko gitu. Kalau Iko ya udah pasti kalah gitu. Cuman dia nge-push. Oh, ini gara-gara ini nge-push, coy. Gara-gara DRX nge-push. Tapi nggak tahu sih nggak ke-shutdown sih sebenarnya. Terus TP1, Esat yang jaga cuma Cyper, cuma si Flashback. Dia ngandelin Trapwire. Main dari Heaven. Meskipun di smoke kan masih bisa di spam ya. Jadi masih aman harusnya. Cuma di situ apa ya? Momen before disasternya apa ya? Pas post plan, oke. Kayak pas post plan bener. Mereka nggak dari take power sih, dari tim DRX. Tuh, oke diaktifin ya. Trash sudah aktif dari si Stax. Cuma kena siapa itu ya? Oh, Mako bisa nge-trap, bagus. Karon. Oh iya, kalau ini sih emang pure ini guys. Ini kalau kata gue Stax-nya terlalu dini sih ngeluarin apa namanya? Terlalu dini ngeluarin trash-nya. Nggak terlalu dini sih apa ya bahasanya ya? Kayak kurang efisien aja tuh ngeluarin trash-nya gitu. Soalnya kayaknya nggak kena siapa-siapa gitu. Nggak kena siapa-siapa trash-nya dia coy. Dia stream on Twitch? Not really. I only stream on TikTok, on YouTube as well. Those both platforms. I don't stream on Twitch unfortunately. Because it will be quite bloody if I have to reach 1,000 subscribers also on Twitch, so basically I just do it on YouTube as well as TikTok. Okay, is that fine? Jai nge-cash, oh jangan ganteng nge-cash. Nah ini nih, kayaknya ini yang parah nih, karena ini 10-12 dan dia sudah full buy gitu. Cuma kenapa kalah gitu? Udah gitu kan Flashback ada Neural Theft, Buzz juga ada apa namanya? Buzz juga ada sama yang namanya Dimensional Drift gitu kan. T1 2-0, T1 udah kalah 0-2, T1 kalah 0-2. Mana ada T1 2-0, mimpi ya, mimpi. Oke ini, kayaknya ini tuh tadi kita lihat Bassnya TP. Bassnya TP ngambil teleport ke A. 1 lawan 3, 1 lawan 4, tapi nggak ada ngalahin sentinel sayangnya. Nanti pakai body set info doang, oke. Terus apa? Gimana prediknya nih bos? Bentar, gue pengen ini dulu guys. Ya TP lagi. Oh fake TP. Pusing anjir main Yoru. Fake TP. Lihat Mako nge-weave bang. Mako nge-weave ya. Tapi se-nge-weave-nya dia tuh dia masih nge-frag loh. Gue rasa sih ini sebenarnya gara-gara si Stax nggak terlalu nge-frag gitu. Nalo. Tuh Bassnya bisa dapat 2. Diter lagi sama Karon. 2 lawan 2 dong. Oh, ini sih miss-nya di sini kayak nih. Oh, ini miss-nya di sini nih. Ini nge-weave. Aku nge-weave. Oh iya, Stax juga. Aduh. Ini ternyata penyebabnya, guys. Ini penyebabnya. Flash-nya kena. Flash-nya kena gitu kan. Tuh flashnya kena kan 1. Tapi dia nggak reset dulu si Makonya. Langsung di spam. Dan gue rasa Karon juga lagi hoki nih. Karena dia lagi kena flash dan dia asal nge-spray dapat Mako gitu loh. Cuman masalahnya adalah ini siapa nih? Tadi siapa kayak ada seorang anjir. Oh lah game berapa bang? Ini baru game pertama tapi udah selesai. Tapi di sini stacksnya juga kayaknya terlalu telat gitu loh, double pick ya gitu. Ngerti gak sih? Jadi kayak agak miss di situ sih, kayak komsesi mereka. Dah kayaknya mulai map 2 nih. Ya jadi gitu guys. Jadi ternyata mistake fatalnya ada di ronde 11-12. Parah itu hampir banget sih. Hampir banget dapat map 1 si DRX. Sekarang mereka harus dipanis dengan dengan map kedua pilihannya Genji. Itu map pilihannya DRX coy. Oke, Lotus, kita lihat dulu Lotus ada siapa? Lotus, oke, DRX, Mako, Omen, Foxy9, Viper. Oh Foxy9 jadi suka main Viper sekarang. Foxy9 setahu gue dia main duelist, tapi kenapa jadi suka main Viper ya?
Because they're really, they got a formula. Everybody knows that formula by this point. Meanwhile, Genji has been trying something.
Pas di Red Bull kemarin dia pakai apa ya?
Has been showing us some new strats. They've been showing that they can counter strat DRX, and I think this actually might be a time.
Pas Red Bull kemarin si Foxy9 dia pakai inisiator. Oh dia role-nya kalau nggak smoker inisiator duelist. Bisa flex juga dia. Arby sama Gadet kemana bang? Arby nggak tahu kemana. Mungkin tekstur sama Lakia pembuktian banget sih di Genji, iya coy. Dan itu worth banget sih, worth it banget sih. Maksudnya tekstur masuk ke apa namanya? Masuk ke Genji, karena langsung meledak gitu loh. Gue rasa dia bisa ke Master sini, si Genji nih.
And just incredible what we're seeing from both rookies.
Reno udah pernah ada yang pick? Belum ada yang pernah. Belum ada yang pernah. Kalau misalnya ada yang pick mungkin seharusnya PRX ya guys. Main di bind terus something pakai Reina kayak di apa? Champions kemarin. Prediksi skor map 2. Kalau kata gue mungkin apa ya? Kata gue Genji sih. Kata gue Genji, serius, kata gue masih Genji. 13-10 lah. 13-10 Genji menang. Gue pengen lihat nih rematchnya PRX lawan Genji lagi. Karena PRX lawan DRX sudah kebanyakan ya guys ya. Gue pengen ini teksturnya. Gue pengen teksturnya tuh ke highlights gitu loh. Sebagai pemain yang benar-benar step up gitu loh. Yang baru banget mateng. Ini PRX T1 kapan ya? Udah lewat lah, udah lewat. PRX T1 udah lewat lah.
Flashback joining.
Still that Viper utility covers that front door, so gonna be a little bit tricky.
Ooh, shoulder spotted. And it's gonna be Mako taking the fight, winning it.
Hit.
As the one goes into the back, pushing forward here into
tinggal nunggu bejir, ya nice try, lang, nggak apa-apa lah.
Just remember standing, but I mean, look at these HP bars. It's only Foxy9 that hasn't taken any damage. Zach's about to make contact here versus Lakia.
T1 lagi healing sekarang, PS menang kalah. Menang. Tadi menang Space. Tadi menang 2-0 PRX.
Manages to slink his way down in towards stairs. Unpunished, Paranoia still in hand. This is gonna be monstrous.
Last player standing.
Let's go though. Foxy.
Hey.
Dead. Lakia picking up his third. Prowler goes checking over towards stairs, nothing spotted.
Coy, tadi kayaknya dia dapat 2 orang deh. Anjir, Rico Fragger nyala coy. Tadi Lakia bot flag loh guys. Di map ini, di map bind. Ini nih, kalau misalnya Ico Fragger nyala, ibaratnya kayak lu punya kartu cadangan. Jadi orang pay attention sama Meteor, Texter. Ternyata Lakia coy. Per second lebih dari accurate, enggak juga kata gue. Kalau kata gue apa ya? Chemistry ada di Jason, tapi kalau misalnya individual skills ada di accurate. Maksudnya individual skills itu kayak movement itu di accurate. Tapi kalau chemistry ada di Jason. Meskipun mereka dua sama-sama sakit ya kalau nembak ya. Cuma pas T1 tadi tuh emang blunder parah sih. Blunder kebersamaan kalau kata gue bukan salah satu orang. Makanya dia gagal nge-closing pas lagi 11-12. Wih, klasik doang weh. Laki low HP lagi. Sangat rare lumayan. DRX, ayo setelah lawan 2 Ray masukin low HP. Ya, Ya kalau individual accurate, kalau chemistry ke inilah Forsaken.
Significant amount of damage dealt here for the side of DRX.
Cuma kalau monyet belum ada chemistry sih sama ini. Belum ada chemistry sih. Sama apa namanya? Kayak lu nggak bisa ngarepin monyet bermain seperti Geng. Karena Geng itu chemistry-nya nyatu banget sama W Gaming-nya PRX itu. Kalau monyet kayak, ya mungkin dia harus sing-sing nongkrong lah istilahnya. Sing-sing nongkrong gitu.
Advantage that you can get off of that round, much less impactful. Yeah, you're getting some good kills, but waiting right around that corner was Buzz. Waited for the first to go by.
Still need time. Ya tapi kasih waktu aja emang.
Phenomenal shots.
Enggak akan lama kok monyet beradaptasi sih.
Tremendous damage. Now, just
nggak bisa masuk lineup dong. Karena kan ini sampai Champions kalau salah.
You know that Geng, no slouches when it comes to those. They have turned a lot of rounds around.
Gue nggak tahu sih sebenarnya gimana konsepnya ya. Gue setahu banget anjir. Tapi gue nggak tahu. Pokoknya dia wangi lah. Gue nggak tahu kapan lah.
Help find one, but Stacks gutting him down.
Mungkin dia harus nyiapin berkas segala macam, mungkin ribet atau gimana, gue nggak ngerti kan. Gue bukan orang Singapura. Geng fokus nembak di real life, anjir. Bayangin aja Geng pakai satchel di real life. Terus bawa bazooka kan di real life, RPG.
Stacks a little bit snappier in this one. 3K for him, trying to catch up towards Lakia.
Ya, aman aja itu mah. Ya oke.
Stacks.
Kalau Kay dukung siapa Kay, by the way Kay? Kamu timnya dukung siapa di Pacific ini?
His utility was really good on the Gecko. It felt like a lot of those Dizzies had impact, but not quite where you wanted it to be. Buzz, sort of the sacrificial lamb here for DRX.
Kalau kalian dukung siapa sih guys? Apakah kalian pendukung T1, PRX, DRX atau GNG guys? Atau RRT guys? Gue punya harapan yang sangat besar terhadap RRT sih sebenarnya waktu itu. Ya cuman butuh dibawa ke bengkel lagi lah. Not gonna lie, you have a lot of this to be a professional caster. Thank you so much Kay. Yeah, I will be casting for upcoming PCT anyway, so thank you so much for the support. Especially you have been following me throughout platforms. Even my Instagram.
Before they make their entry, looks like Texture is gonna see it right now. Yeah. Okay. Flashback just popped a shot right off the contact. There's the camera. Yeah.
Immense amount of information here. Stacks. Oh man, sticking around to clear that turret. There's a lot of
all the way.
Damage
okay,
there.
Sure. Let's check.
Fortunate to be still alive as much.
Let's check whether PRX will be fighting versus DRX or Geng.
If they were to regress towards A, could be a little bit tricky, but Geng happy to take their time and make a little bit of a fake. A few players planted on A, spike over towards C.
Dudanya Om Swaggy, aduh. Jangan lupa yang di TikTok silakan subscribe YouTube Bos Naban juga ya guys ya. Tolong di subscribe YouTube Bos Naban guys.
Smoke now in front of B, trying to dissuade that. Munchkin. Bit of a walkabout. Looks like maybe some shots between
Ayo lo, DRX. Kalau misalnya kalau ini udah, lu nggak akan lolos ke Masters. Soalnya gue lupa ada yang lolos ke Masters itu cuma 2 orang, cuma 2 tim nggak sih? Gue 3 sih, 2 sih.
Texture right up in front of him here. 1 HP. The swing in doesn't matter. He's gonna be faster.
Waktu GG lawan PRS, GG lawan PRS, Texture match 1 Fireball tapi kalah. What do you think, Bang? Gue lupa itu. Yang satu bukannya menang ya? Yang di Breeze ya?
Right back into the driver's seat, 3-1. As the money continues to dwindle.
Gue pengen lihat dulu. Gue lupa skor. Gue lihat PRS dulu. Gue lupa sambil ingat-ingat.
That entry had to be dealt with by Foxy 9 from Texture.
Di Breeze menang ini kok. Di Breeze menang si Geng kok. Texture panas sih ya. Kan Texture dapat ace kalau nggak salah di Breeze. Cuma pas di Sunset kena outlaw-nya Forsaken semua. Pas di map ketiga tuh Sunset kena outlaw Forsaken semua itu. Kalau di match selanjutnya maksudnya Bang. Oh iya. Karena match selanjutnya itu udah ganti apa? Match selanjutnya itu apa? Monyetnya tiba-tiba nyala. Nah, itu yang pengen gue bahas. Jadi kalau misalnya monyet nyala itu sebenarnya sangat-sangat helpful sih guys. Contohnya adalah di map kedua itu. Di map kedua itu kalau salah di Lotus kan, di Lotus itu kalau nggak salah monyet itu udah second fragger di bawahnya Forsaken apa? Di bawah something rada, di bawah something. Jadi ya
Mako grabs the
Monyet
gun.
menjalankan tugasnya dengan baik gitu.
See what kind of damage he
Nah
can
tapi
deal
pas di
here.
sunset dia drop lagi performanya si Monyet.
So much attention now.
Jadi Monyet itu kalau misalnya gue masih kayak Eco Fragger gitu doang loh.
Towards these back line stacks.
Cuman
and barely
kalau
able
dia
to
step up ya
grab this
55
gun.
jadi nyala gitu. Ngerti gak sih maksudnya?
But he can't get away with it. It's a
55
flawless.
jadi nyala gitu.
There's a meteor putting up figures of the
Dia makin
outlaw.
susah buat
Might need
nge-shutdown.
an early timeout here.
Ibaratnya kayak Jenji
DRX
sekarang aja
to
nih
stop
lama-lama
this.
nyala kan.
This is looking really
Mulai
clean
dari
from
Eco Fraggernya
Genji.
si Lakia,
Covering
Karon,
each other really well, reacting
sama
to things
Munchkin.
really nicely. Meteor with
Kalau Meteor nggak usah tanya lah, Meteor dari dulu dia main duelis si Meteor, si IJ diobrak-abrik sama dia, IJ Ararki diobrak-abrik sama dia.
Yep. First
Dia
thought
pakai
was
jet
He's
waktu itu
gonna be
gue
one of the
ingat.
guys.
First thought was
Not the
Meteor.
guy.
Meteor itu
Yep.
Sentinel tapi MM duelis, kayak Forsaken, kayak apa, kayak
Scope
Expired.
rifles. We do have an operator.
Cuma kalau Expired,
The hands here
dia
buzz, but
chamber aja sih dia.
such a monstrous
Dia
investment.
cakepnya chamber aja sih kalau kata gue.
Situated over here. Just
Oh, iya,
outside
sama Master
Mount,
juga
you
not
can
miss
already
sebenarnya.
see the drift
Iya,
away from
Expired.
Genji.
Tapi kayaknya
you gotta
ikon
be
IJ-nya
concerned
dia
with that
adalah
one way because the
chamber.
showstopper
Apalagi ntar mau debuff kan.
is also in hand.
Besok
Flying
final jam
around that
berapa?
corner.
Very true.
Besok BO5. Kayak most likely dari jam 3 ya. Karena ada fan match dulu kalau nggak salah.
Caron does TP over to the
Fan
opposite
match dari
side.
Pasifiknya
Prowler
kalau nggak salah
gonna be
nggak tau gue
cleared.
ngatur
Paranoia
rundownnya
goes
tapi
out. Big shot there.
BO5
Hit the
yang
texture.
pasti
Mako,
dan
you'll
gue
flex
bakal
your more getting
main
dropped.
apa dulu gitu sambil nunggu
Spot
gitu.
on the one, but Meteor in the
Mungkin
meantime
bakal custom
pushing
sama
forward
kalian
here towards B.
Bos kira-kira siapa yang menang
Spike already
Pasifik
grabbed.
kali ini? Yang menang ya PRX lah. PRX lah. Dengan catatan Monyet
Swing
nyala.
out. See. Double
Masa
taking,
mau
but
di-carry
does
4 orang
manage
terus
back
anjing?
away.
Ya final
Wow,
BO5
Munchkin
coy.
trying to creep his way up. Has been spotted, takes an immense amount of damage there. Still continue to push their way forward. Is the lockdown going to be invested here on this A site? Shot sent, connection not found. Flashback, just going to have to pull away and get himself out of this one.
Cage triggered.
Don't pull Mako.
Nalo.
Doesn't. Double stack.
Di
On this nano
lockdown.
swarm's been spotted.
Jadi harus jaga jarak nggak tuh?
Buzz
Operatornya
and the
buat apa
showstopper
coba di
might have to
Sibas?
be the trade out here.
Site-nya nggak
Trying
pernah
to get them
di-hit.
into this round.
Oh, look where Meteor is.
Jadi gabut. Yang kalah
He's
pulang
going
kah?
for it.
Iya, yang
Sen
kalah
sees
pulang.
him, sends it. Meteor going to be taken out. 2 more players to go through though. Drop down, Karen pulling back, gets himself around the corner. Munchkin trying to apply some pressure. Buzz scoped in, pushing over towards Street. It's a falling as Karen is looking for it, and he's got it!
Gila,
A
Karon.
monstrous
Karon
4K!
coy.
Genji are just not allowing for TRX to get themselves
Aduh,
into this
capek
game at all.
Kalau
this
Eco Fragger
rookie
nyala
has
tuh
just
enak banget
been
sumpah. Lu
lights
jadi
out
duelis tuh enak
For
banget.
Genji,
Lu jadi
little bit of
tekstur
a
enak
slow
banget nih kalau
start,
misalnya apa
and it has
namanya.
just been full
Eco
throttle
Fragger nyala semua.
ever since.
Inisiator
What looks
lumayan
like
juga, Sentinel lumayan
might finally
juga
be a
gitu.
win here for DRX.
Kontrol lumayan juga
After
gitu.
only
Enak
getting
aja.
Player standing.
they're winning the bonus.
Jadi lu-
Since then,
Lu pasti
it has been
selalu
tough.
apa siap
And
gitu loh.
you can-
Siap mati gitu.
Munchkin is just
Karena pasti ada temen lu yang nge-trade gitu.
screaming, trying to get into the heads of DRX.
Speaking of
Kenapa
headwinds,
nggak nonton di
there's a
Follow Indo, Bang?
headset
Soalnya
warning
biar
for all
cepet.
viewers of
Ini kan lebih cepet.
this
that's a
broadcast.
little bit loud.
Kalau Follow Indo suka ada delay gitu.
But I mean, can you blame him?
Nope, not at all.
Dan jadi biar gue bisa
Been
kasih komentar
just
aja gitu.
destructive. And they're winning so many
Dia
of their
nabrak sama
1v1s as
caster-caster
well. I mean,
Indo kan.
Meteor winning his battle against, I believe it was Foxy9 in mid at B. All of those things
Hai Machiko,
going
welcome to
Genji's way
stream.
right now, and DRX is struggling to recover. Uh-oh.
Double swing
Uh-oh.
coming through. Munchkin does
That's bad.
the parting gift of a kill there over to Buzz before getting taken
Come
out
on,
by
texture,
Mako. So
texture,
weapon
come
can be
on.
recovered. Texture getting tagged up, sends another showstopper. Not going to be able to find the kill there on a stacks, but the fans
Cuma ngikis SP doang lagi.
rather than
Oh,
Vandal in the hands of
texture.
Lakia certainly will. Texture gets another ban there, and Foxy9, given the deaths of his comrades, Mako going to take that Vandal recovered and swing back around to his
Mako
spawn.
sendirian 1 lawan 4 guys, tapi dia kayak masih tenang sih. Dia masih kalem-kalem aja gitu.
Has some money. Let's see if he wants to go hunting. And just gonna be checking B is Lakia right around the corner.
Yuk,
There,
bawa.
responsive
Oh.
headshot coming through.
Kalau soal aim mah, Mako nggak usah
Texture
ditanya ya guys
here
ya.
as well.
Tapi tekstur lawan yang berat
Snap
sih.
here with it. 40 HP doesn't matter. Gets the headshot.
Tekstur itu
Takes away all
pemain
that weaponry.
pemain apa top
And the
top
onslaught
6 powerhouse-nya VCT
But
Pacific.
looks like we will have that timeout coming through. Was wondering when it was going to happen.
Yeah, it is needed. It's difficult right now
One enemy remaining.
for the side of DRX. Genji is beating them at
TikTok
almost every
live streamnya
twist and turn.
ended ya kak?
Coordination has been
Iya, kok
really,
tahu.
really good. A lot of time to
Suspend
practice
lagi.
Bentar,
for
bentar, aku lagi
Genji.
gitu.
Yeah, one of the things that
Bisa cepet.
Oke.
Genji was concerned about
Jadi kamu
coming
yang
into
mampir ke
today's
sini ya?
match
Ke Discord
was
ya?
that there's so much tape on them. Because they played so many matches.
Tapi itu masih
because
ada kok,
they-
itu masih ada.
I was talking to Munchkin this was the other day when they were playing, and he's like, we've already played so many maps. We're like running low out strategies. We feel like we're just digging. But that's kind of working because now that they're just kind of having to play off the cuff a little bit more, they're playing together. Like they're playing for each other. It helps that they're getting crazy clutches like with Karon and Lakia.
Game keberapa? Game kedua, Rehan.
Here in this
Live TikTok kenapa bos? Live TikTok ke-suspend.
Again, this is the thing that I was really high on with this Gen G squad coming into this year.
Lagi aku coba pil. Sabar ya.
It is just
semuanya, guys.
how good top to bottom this team is.
Semoga.
And you know, you saw that they've already taken a map off of Paper Rex. Something that T1 could not do earlier today. They're that good. And that gauntlet they had to run with RRQ and Paper Rex, Zeta and Team Secret.
Oh boy.
Oh, here we go.
Lah kok bisa kena suspend? Iya kan nggak boleh ini, nggak boleh restream dari TikTok sebenarnya. Cuman gua aja nakal.
That would be a very good way to do it. Those were the shots. Well, it's actually matrixing most of those movements, not really getting caught. Swings out, off and
Halo,
trying to kill. Quick kicks with the satchel, picks himself back around the wall to safety as Mako will be able to find Karon.
Kalau mau nonton dari YouTube aja kamu.
Perseverance here.
YouTube aja deh nggak apa-apa.
Oke.
Impressive to say the least that they don't walk away from that.
Udah aku mute Discord ya, takut kamu double dengan
Yeah, no, I know. But the spacing so good from Buzz, dodging
No
a lot of
worries,
that
dari
fake
mute juga nggak
utility.
apa-apa.
Be able to find that kill, setting up the trade-off with Mako at Baby Door. Very, very nicely done.
Nggak ada di pocket nggak ada, cukup Foxy 9.
Set up by Foxy 9. Trapwire in there as well to give him a little bit of extra protection and Gen G wants
duluan ya bang, mau mole silakan.
Forward,
gue nggak main ML ya. Pernah nyoba tapi nggak suka. Texto dapat 2.
Stacks and Mako both taken down now. The A site
ada apa
open for business.
Sakit banget
He's
Texto.
going to try to swing in off stairs, but the poison orb setup is still there. Now the pit going to be.
Hati-hati dalam smokes ada dalam smokes dalam pit. Oh, itu pick macam apa?
Dodging the shot.
Jump shoot.
Texture's heroic.
Jump shoot.
Keeping him so firmly in control.
Bisa dapat. Bisa dia dapat jump shoot kayak gitu, coy. Aneh banget.
3v5. Potentially here. Absolutely incredible from the side.
Nggak make sense anjir. Jump shotnya Munchkin. Hoki banget. Asli dah.
Make sure they can even get themselves over.
Itu pasti kaget anjir. Kemencet space atau gimana.
Going to be noted. Flashback swinging around here. Out of tree, but time is dwindling. Headshot found on the 1. Operator grabbed. The call comes in. There's nothing more to be done except to die. Meteor will be able to find flashbacks, so it's just going to be Foxy 9 to the op in hand. Trying to hold on to it as best they possibly can. Gen G not allowing for that timeout to take hold, to have effect. They continue moving up.
Ooh, looked like it might have been much better handled round for DRX. That Viper's Pit with the setup outside of A. It's a good start, but gosh, Texture, you are insane. You are absolutely crazy. He knows it.
Oh boy.
He knows it.
Aduh, itu jam shoot paling aneh.
A whale of a time up there.
Yeah, I would be too.
What a round, too. It's widely, it's been a lot quieter for Texture. He hasn't really had to be that tip of the spear so far in the map. Buzz swings out wide on Rubble, does catch Munchkin off guard.
Yeah, Munchkin trying to use his util to get behind the Rubble, but never allowed to get there. Caught off guard there, Lakia. The utility, Buzz again though, finds another with the op.
Walking forward in towards B, finding one Texture going for the entry. Comes in up over the top, vulnerable out onto everybody. Just a little bit of damage taken. To get themselves onto the site, the plant now starts coming through. Just taking some pot shots into the smoke. There's a swing out. Foxy 9 going to be taken down. Mako moving forward, trying to reinforce his position. This is such a hard angle to clear. Mako swinging forward.
Hey, tekstur lagi. Ada Lakia pula. Lakia sama tekstur MVP-nya map ini sih, gue nggak mau tahu. MVP sama second MVP sih harusnya.
One shot Texture here.
Wah, bumbot.
Has to be cleared.
Tapi tekstur udah low HP. No!
The defuse will come in. DRX can get themselves a second round win. Can the operator be held?
You can't kill a nightmare.
Gonna try to run for it. And should just
Presi lu berapa bang tadi? Tadi gue bilang 13-10. Menang
So
Genji.
close. Again, good start here for Buzz. Too
Ya,
early
Buzznya
on
bagus sih, dapat 2 dia.
But it doesn't translate into success. I mean, these executes, these hits onto the C site, there is nothing Flashback and Foxy have been able to do about it. And I love the way that Genji gets aggressive towards Waterfall because they know the Nightfall is somewhere and potentially coming, likely to crash across that C site. So they want to try to get ahead of it. Now they have no idea that Stax is wrapping all the way around the back of the map. But still, I like what they did there, and that's why Texture can pick up those big kills and almost take another round away from DRX.
This hot lineup again, sent out of B, continuing to catch Genji off guard from time to time. Not that it's translated much into DRX being able to run away with the rounds. Now, a little bit of presence noted. Another smoke going to be sent in. And a ton of space acquired here by Genji over towards A, but also from DRX, pushing their way all the way out of C. So can funnel this information over and let them know, okay, it's either going to be an A hit or that B pivot. Foxy9 managing to find an opening kill.
And there's no utility on the backside here for Genji to watch for this other than the eyes of Meteor himself. He just finally put down the alarm bot.
A little bit of cover from behind. Mako about to encounter it, does so, clears it. Something for now, Genji, the call is going to be to try to just keep eyes focused forward as Showstopper at the ready.
Oh, tekstur lagi. Nice trade, Karon. Yuk, 3-3 nih.
Immediately getting the follow-up punish. Showstopper at the ready. Swings the corner and just domes Buzz. The up with no value. Now into the hands of Mako. Seems like, again, just the economy in such a dire position. TRX are gonna have to call to save this once more.
It's just amazing the way that Genji can find the timings and the weaknesses in sort of the pauses that DRX is taking to set up for their retakes.
Wih bang, udah 100.000 subscribers ya nih. Gue harus mulai ini merencanakan skema giveaway-nya gimana nih. Oke.
For those coordinated hits, and you catch them sleeping a little bit towards spawn with that Showstopper. They don't seem to be able to recover quickly enough, and that's something that Genji can do. They seem to recover very, very nicely. It's that individual skill on Showcase and the decision-making and the play calling from Munchkin and company.
Ini map Genji soalnya sih, aduh DRX. Bisa-bisanya lagi tadi dia fail terus.
It keeps changing on me every time I ask. It's somebody different. But I think it's Munchkin right now with some side calling from Lakia's, the last I heard. That was my last update.
Whoever's doing it,
yeah,
it's working.
Yes.
That's the most important thing here. I mean, Texture going untraded for so long there, really costing them. And to speak earlier, you know, not the op, but the Showstopper finding the value for Buzz, just absolutely catastrophic here for DRX.
Abis ini gue mau main for fun Main
to work with.
Abis ini
Buzz again.
Main
forward on clear. Continues to inch. He spots one. Texture gonna be taken down. Mako covering
kayak jiwa-jiwa pro player gue tuh bangkit gitu.
2 for him. Locky as well, getting away with a kill. Another blink and you miss it start to a round where we find ourselves here in a 2v2. Flashback, holding forward, back rubble. Snake bites available as well as a prowler to scout his position though.
Gokil.
Do they think about it?
Nah lu kena, ya kena. Nice cover. Anjir gila Lakia kok tahu aja ya. Hilang kepala lo. Expect lo dia lo. Gila disiplin banget.
Munchkin just holding this angle while the plant comes in and Buzz swaps off the weapon.
Udah di hold angle, Nah.
Manages to take down Munchkin.
Bengong guys si Munchkin nih. Tinggal Lakia nih. Ayo Lakia lagi panas-panasnya nih Lakia nih.
Sees available from Lakia. He works his way up the rope.
Oh, plantingnya di situ.
Wrap around over to stairs. Was now pushing forward. No util.
Itu enak sih plantingnya, planting for apa namanya?
Gone. The paint shell's
planting for main.
Tap onto the spike.
Hey, udahlah.
Swings in close on the right. Lakia, another 3K, another clutch, and another round for Genji. Now 9-2.
Just brilliant. Brilliant from Genji. In full control over this map, almost since the get-go. Munchkin is so good. Been winning so many of these battles. 1v1s. Now, yes, some of the weaponry much weaker for DRX in that round. But still, I don't know, man.
Lakia on his feet.
Yes.
And we have to remind ourselves, how sweet would it feel for him, not only to return to international competition, but to eliminate DRX and force them to miss their first international since the first international.
Yep.
They've been in every single tournament, aside from the one that Lakia went to on new turn. Buzz taken down. Quick reply, though. Mako able to find Munchkin here.
And just what a story it is for Lakia. What a journey he's taken. It's been a rough couple years.
Nightfall available.
Got a couple ults. If you could find that neural theft utilization, really make this round a lot easier. Get that third round win. Charon goes looking.
Mako hearing the cancel. There's a jump up. Finds one. Knows that there has to be more. There are. Cleans up the kill. Snappy little TP. Gets himself situated behind the box. Smoke now going to be thrown into the paint shells. Get lobbed in his direction. The blast back forward from Texture. Able to find the kill.
Gila Texture
Chuck
kawan
comes in.
aja.
3v2. DRX holding on to the advantage for now as the Nightfall crashes across, catching onto both players. Good tap on the spike. Nothing spotted, but now the neural theft coming through. With a lack of audio, the paranoia certainly starting to set in. There's the reveal, there's the adjustment, flashback, onto the shot. Will be able to get the follow-up. Picture ends up falling. DRX, very spaced out, their round wins, but they get a third one as we go into halftime.
I was starting to think it might be 10-2 again for DRX on Lotus.
Gen G would rather deal with a 9-3 curse.
Yeah, I believe that is the truth. Somewhere, some Billy fan just fell to their knees.
Oh boy. Well, Gen G, 4 round wins away from punching their ticket to Madrid as well as their first grand final.
And just, again, I mean, playing more maps, more matches than anybody else so
93,
far.
apakah akan comeback ya guys ya?
And it doesn't seem to phase them. They're just time and time
Comeback
again
ya?
finding
How was
ways
your
to
day
get
going,
wins,
Kak?
finding these
Actually,
incredible
pretty
individual
good
clutches.
today.
And
I just bought a
no
brand
doubt,
new,
some
not brand new
DRX
actually,
fans, but some
It's
Lakia
a,
fans as well.
second-handed new monitor, I must say. It's a
Bowens
second-handed
as well.
monitor.
Yeah,
I
bowing
just
to Gen
bought
G
it.
there.
There, they got
Because
the
my
Champions
previous
Trophy drawn
monitor
on that
was
poster.
That's a little
broken,
ambitious, but
especially
I'm
the screen.
fine with it.
Hey, you know
The
what?
I'll
LCD
take
is
it.
quite
Keep looking like this. You hold on to that
scattered
poster.
around the
It's true.
You
upper right.
go to
Get it signed.
Champions, we can see it again.
Yeah.
That's why I'm buying a,
Please.
Right now,
a new
this
one.
has been so
But it's
dominant.
not quite new anyway.
Get that laminated.
9-3.
How about you? Okay.
DRX, 2-1 in pistol so far. And this is one that they certainly need to win. They want any hope. Trying to run this one back. But Gen G been looking so damn clean here on Lotus.
Yeah, this just looks like a potential quick B hit. Slow walking in, but only the alarm bot really to give any info over. And then Lakia playing position towards waterfall. Look at the spot. Not a lot he can do about this.
Oh, there's a jump in. Buzz taking some shots on the way through.
Nalo, saatnya penuh
Mako
ayo.
gonna be able to find one lock in. Does manage to get rid of
Mako,
Buzz.
Stax.
A little bit more, but Stax
Karni sangat
fell
tenang.
him. Caron turning back. Nearly gets the elimination there. His Texture.
How
That's one
about
standing
yours?
Sheriff in hand. Still has the paint shells. He's going on the chase. He's just dropping
Hey.
down behind them. That was looking dangerous for a moment.
Masih
Gives
ada
the
harapan kayak
HP
buat DRX.
bars. Gives him another little shot, another little kill coming through. DRX will be able to close out the
Mine was
pistol.
okay. Had a super hectic day, but all good.
just
Even though it is
trying to pick up the
weekday,
pace, trying to get heated
weekend,
up.
I mean.
If there's any team that we have seen this multiple times, Achilleos, it looks like they're down, it looks like they're out, and then they bounce back.
That's right. Texture.
Say we ain't out yet. It's DRX. Think back to not only that Billy game at Champions, but you know the WGS. That team's name that Han was on?
Yeah.
I got it.
I was
found
going to
it.
let you just
Let
flounder
me
around.
search around. I'm like, no, W something. W Key Gaming, no, that's Paper Rex.
Aggressively pushing forward here outside of A. respect, though. I mean, it's got to be lurking in the back of their minds every single time they do knock the economy down from Gen G. It's just how good they have been on these thrifties. DRX not looking to get ahead of themselves here. It's Texture trying to pull the corner, and I mean, that's part of the reason why. Shots flying through. Mako down low on HP. Poison Orb, Paint Shell as well. Lob forward, Munchkin.
Oh, dapat lagi pakai classics. Ada vulnerable soalnya. Yes, I have a lot of things today. But no, I'm chilling. Thank you for asking. Okay, it's good. Especially you're chilling on the live stream of mine, so I'm honored, my friend. Thank you so much. Especially you subscribe to my TikTok, although it's just barely getting suspended due to some violation.
So many great thrifties.
I don't know.
Both
TikTok is very sensitive these days.
Both just insane.
I'm changing platforms in the future.
Those sheriffs.
Let's switch to YouTube, guys.
Dude, that's why I was just like, what?
I'm just gonna eat Paint Shell damage, push this Poison Orb, get out a Snake Bite, and then kill Buzz.
Yeah, just a jumping right click. Why not? It's that new Gen G capsule skin, baby. You too can do that at home.
There's a rush for it, but Mark did come through.
Nobody's. Thank you.
Swift back away from Foxy9 as everybody else is getting corralled up outside of C. Turret, Singular Nano Swarm.
Bang, menurut lu match kedua ini DRX bisa comeback nggak?
Ketika
Gen udah buy round sekarang, udah janji saya bisa closing. Jadi itu lebih rapi closingnya daripada DRX, guys, kalau kata gue ya. Daripada Rarky juga. Kalau menurut lu gimana, Rehan? Bukan, mereka sakit banget kan? Flashback cuma pegang Sheriff, dia mengangkat nih kayaknya. Oh, tapi karena udah expect dong. Dia nggak nge-step sama sekali. Masih ada stacks. Careful, Texter. Oh, udah low HP, tinggal spam through the wall aja. Let's go.
Kill comes in, bonus is theirs. Gen G, now at 10 rounds.
Ooh, just by the hair on their chins. Is Gen G able to find this win? I like what Flashback is doing here, though. Taking a page out of Meteor's book. When I watch back this map in the VODs, Meteor's always hanging around the front of B there.
Oke guys, kita segera live di YouTube lagi guys karena sudah di-approve untungnya. Untungnya sudah di-approve appeal saya ya guys ya. Jadi mari kita segera live ke TikTok juga. Karena double stream itu bagus karena buat nyari audiens yang baru.
Just Texture able to carry over his gun, so it's Sheriff's and a Marshall.
Jumps forward, Texture on the hunt, real comes in, Buzz
tapi jangan konsen dong.
Karena
gue pengen ini. Double stream dulu.
Impossible
sih kayaknya DRX comeback.
Iya
coy, kan gue udah bilang kalau udah nyala semua 5-5 emang susah Genji. Susah DRX buat menang lawan Genji.
Rest of DRX though, making their way forward here onto the side. Meteor with that Marshall, still commands respect, still could do an immense amount of damage here. All of DRX back themselves off and get situated here in tree.
Yes, finally.
On the door for
my TikTok has been retrieved, guys. Appeal succeed, so now you can freely to choose whether platforms you want to watch actually.
Spray not connecting. Snake bite. Now
it's double damage.
The shot gonna go wide. Can't find it.
Good one by Mako and Stacks.
Can't quite line it up. 4 members still alive here from the side of DRX. They continue to try to fight their way back into this.
It's starting to look doable. It's starting to feel doable. You have a Nightfall. One away from the showstopper.
Keren.
A couple away from some of the other big ults for Gen G. 2 away from their Nightfall. 2 away from a Viper's Pit. Gotta keep your eyes on that. Great reveal there. Great launch by Stacks.
Ini Stacks bagus. Di sini Stacks MVP-nya. Di sini Stacks MVP-nya. Recon-nya on point dia. Ngebantu buat Buzz.
Really have the protocols in place to necessarily always be consistent in clearing it.
Dapat 2 lagi ya kan.
That's certainly something that
Hi Loncat, hi Cyclo. Welcome to the stream.
Here with a quick peek.
He's fine.
He's fine.
Okay, he's fine. He's fine.
Spotted a lot of players.
He's fine. Okay.
Quickly joins in.
Right.
Last pack is sent. Prowler goes in.
Diego, welcome to stream, Diego.
Maybe the orb picked up there by Buzz. Now just 1 away from his own showstopper.
Take atas like ya, Cyclo.
Texture, I mean, joined in by Locky as well. Look at this forward hold. Prowler to chase. There's the showstopper.
Nalo.
Gonna send it, but it's just a bit short. Foxy9, 22 HP, somehow gets away.
Bahaya sekali tadi.
Get him.
Stax is gonna take a go at this now. As they get the rest of the squad trying to work their way
Thank you Kay
forward.
atas like-nya dan
Utility
juga
being thrown
ya.
both ways from the fades.
Semoga
Try to
makin
clear a
ramai
little
gerak
space.
kalian.
Still sitting on that Nightfall is Stax, still looking for that opportunity. I think they really want to use this on B or C potentially, but they want to find one of those closed space sites, get value, but all of a sudden a
30
big
seconds
pivot.
left.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth here.
Boosting,
Not a lot of
keren.
time. Any value the texture
Gini
finds
dong,
here.
pakai
could
apa
be
namanya,
doing
pakai
DRX in this round.
emot
He's
jempol
gonna
dong.
get dropped. Stacks
Gitu.
able to find that
Kan ada
opening
kan
kill.
stiker
Lock in.
jempol.
Still hovering around
Oh.
Baby Tor, but Stacks
Stacks coming, oh unfortunate.
fired up, pissed off.
Ya,
Rushing
waktu.
Breaking open the side spike,
Ya, dapat
gets
planning
planted.
lagi.
Paranoia goes across. They get ready to go for maybe the double drop
Come on,
down.
Genji,
There's
come on.
Caron
What?
managing to
Okay,
snap
plan.
on the buzz.
Yay.
What a reaction from him.
Hai Luna, welcome to
Stacks
stream Luna.
continuing to swing out, now falling.
That's
How they
bad.
overstepped.
That's
Not
bad.
going to be noted. Foxy
3v2. That's
Flush
bad
with the
DRX.
poison
Careful.
orb.
Oh,
Mako pushing into the
polos
smoke.
sekali Karon.
Taken down, Foxy9 now spotted. Meteor just
Masih
toying
Mako.
with him. Gets digged through the wall.
Ya
but
udah.
he's still
11
standing.
dong.
The
11
Deuce
dong.
comes in, and Genji pull the rug out from under DRX's feet.
Buat Meter lagi tuh, Meter sekali lagi dapat orb udah bisa di lockdown.
I mean, I thought DRX played this round insanely well. Obviously, Stax winning two crucial fights on the way into A, and then they're able to just kind of set up post plans, and rarely do you see DRX falter in those kind of moments. But then
Sehat
this
Ban,
drop down
alhamdulillah
from
Tante.
Caron,
Tante gimana?
Buzz just cannot quite react fast enough. Then all of a
Bang,
sudden,
DRX
everybody
apa
starts
Genji?
winning
Gue
their
Genji
battles,
di sini.
and everything starts
Awalnya
falling
gue
apart.
DRX ya guys ya di map
Not a
pertama,
lot of
cuma
utility
gue
left
kecewa
for DRX,
sama
and that
closing
post plan
mereka.
had to use a lot, taking their time, spreading the map out, trying to find a weakness.
Gue kecewa sama closing mereka.
Therefore, Genji
Udah
just
12-10 cuma mereka
Able
gagal
to do what
closing
they
gitu.
do best, and that's
Iya, tapi kok mereka berdua ya?
bulldoze you with great gunplay.
Kok berdua ya? tapi
Yeesh.
tapi si Jenny juga berdua sih coachnya sih.
Impeccable. I mean,
Alhamdulillah.
solo. Sitting cozy, sitting pretty. He's got 2
Mungkin gue
timeouts.
bakal ini Genji
Rely
kali
on
ini.
in
Karena
case this ends up
karena
getting a bit closer.
Genji itu gue ngelihat potensi dari tekstur sendiri sih.
Termi and Glow.
Toh juga ini Korea lawan Korea
Wanna
kan.
rectify
Waktunya
this situation, figure
yang
out how
menjadi
they can
raja
work
Korea
back.
adalah Genji sih kalau kata gue.
7 rounds.
Tekstur
just
pas
try to get
pindah
the
dari
win,
GI
avoid an
menuju
overtime.
Genji itu lebih nyala.
Yeah, and it
Lebih
almost felt
blending
like there
sama
might be
timnya
some
sih dibanding
scheme
pas dia main sama
in the
Global
engine
Esports, main
for
sama Escarosi, main sama
DRX,
Monyet.
but Genji just punching right back every time. These odd man situations that they've been able to overcome today, just brutal. And that's something obviously you'd
Susahnya
like to
Genji juara
work
Master
on, something
Madrid,
you'd like to
anjas.
avoid in
Tidak
future
ada
matches.
ini ya fanboy yang di
wherever
Genji
they may
sekarang
be,
nih.
but
Tapi
still,
tekstur emang sakit banget sih, gue nggak bohong
there's
coy.
no doubt that this
Saya
Genji
player
squad
sama
can frag
tekstur
out, and
mendingan
they are
tekstur
capable of
coy sebagai
insane
duelis.
amounts of multi-kills. Just so many of their matches, you look at all their players, and they're just putting up huge 2K, 3K rounds
Kan
constantly.
tuh Genji tadi
This kickoff
apa
in
sebaran
VCT
killnya
Pacific.
merata coy, nembak
Showstopper
semua
for
mereka.
Buzz.
Asisnya
Gotta be
juga
a little
sama-sama
bit-
banyak gitu loh.
Be careful and
Saling nge-support
Genji
satu sama lain jadinya.
respecting the hell out of it, just way
Bisa
back
eksekusi,
there
bisa
on A.
ngasih support
Not
gitu.
even trying to contest.
Hai
Run
Kias,
trouble.
welcome to
Problem
stream
with DRX
Kias.
is they need to try to get these round wins without using the ults, but just given how things have gone, that seems impossible.
Yeah.
The ult economy right now for Genji is so stacked.
Yep, exactly. I mean, you just have to throw everything in the kitchen sink at it for DRX and hope it works. That's where you're at. You're in a situation where you can't
Makan bang, silakan, gue udah makan. Kamu udah belum?
forward to Genji.
Showstopper and the Nightfall both going
Genji
across.
pasti teman gue NG itu dukungnya bakal Genji sih karena sama-sama NG.
2 HP remaining for him. Caron still
Tinggal
noted.
tambahin Genji jadi
Here
Genji.
tree ends up
Iya.
falling. 2 ults for the round win.
Masa cuma Peres yang ngalahin
It would seem
Genji?
here as Munchkin
Tapi emang gak sih?
scattering back over towards the C site.
Emang gak sih?
That can now come in. That's going to be a
Cuma
pit
Peres yang
available here
bisa
for the
harusnya ya.
Foxy9.
30 seconds left.
Bahkan DRX
Like
aja kesulitan
DRX.
coy.
Holding on for at least a bit longer.
Tapi potensinya flashback ada.
lot that
Gue ngeliat ada
Munchkin
potensinya
say
flashback.
about this because his
Flashback
credit
sakit banget
situation
pas di ban tadi.
is not
Bagus
great,
banget mainnya.
to say the least.
Yang lucky itu adalah si
Just
ini
gonna
si
have to
Mako. Kalau
wait this
Stax
one out on the other side of the
kemarin
map, just the
tadi
Vandal left.
kurang terlalu nyala sih.
Save it over for another round, scrape together.
Dia komsnya masih kurang
Should be
kurang
boastable
apa
by
kawin sama tim-tim yang lain
Genji.
gitu. Kayak seharusnya mereka
DRX
double pick habis di Z
finally
connect gitu kan, tapi yang
little
ada
bit of
malah
breathing
Mako
room.
dulu yang nge-pick, Mako juga nge-weave.
Nobody going down,
Terus Stax
just-
juga follow up
yeah,
lama
somebody
gitu,
goes
kasihan anjir.
hunting towards the C site. Flashback.
Ya kan Geng pasti penasaran kan sama Korea juga lagi. Emang ada, gue lupa deh ada ini nggak sih? Juara 3-nya nggak sih? Ada juara 3 nggak sih? Gue lupa deh. Kalau gue rasa nggak ada. Langsung grand final besok. PRX lawan yang menang di sini. Gapnya masih jauh banget, masih 4 ronde loh.
These ults that Genji have, even if that retake comes in, lockdown Nightfall, great combo.
Yep, absolutely. It's going to be a lot of retake potential and a lot of ability to clear that Viper's pit if it goes down with that lockdown and that Nightfall as well. So DRX kind of on the bad end of the rock, paper, scissors with the ult cycling. Crisscross.
Oh. Pada pengen nge-push dapetin space. Padahal DRX-nya kemana nge-push-nya? Seaside. Nge-default sih sebenernya.
He's at the corner, but there's no one
Awas, Foxy nice. 1 lawan 3. Aduh, untung cabut. Iya.
It's about going for the snake bite, decides not to. Does have a trap wire to try to play off of.
Yep.
See everybody else just pushing forward here, trying to apply this pressure on the C. Relying and trusting that Foxy is going to be okay.
Gak ada kan, setahu juga gak ada.
They're fishing for that Killjoy utility, but they couldn't find it. Both the Nanoswarm and the Alarm Bot are still on the floor, still active for Genji, so nice placement here by Meteor to keep it away from some of the normal spots. Generally, people kind of put it out in the middle, but he set them back a bit. That makes it much more difficult for DRX to feel comfortable in this execute, to avoid potentially like those nanos in particular can really cause a lot of pain.
30 seconds left.
Smokes down here on B.
Ayo dong, perang dong. Ayo dong, perang dong.
As the door gets tapped, this is going to be the full set here on the pivot. Paranoia goes across, Karen just getting a bit of damage as that snake bite goes down. Nightfall now crashing across in from behind. Lakia trying to lead the charge, trying to get this pitch through as the pit is going to be invested. The spike gets planted without much time to spare.
Retake-nya gimana? Soalnya ada 2 ngeflank nih Genji nih. Dua orang ngeflank bingung kan. Oh tapi udah lockdown, selesai bisa ya. Oh ada Viper Speed juga loh. Viper Speed udah Viper Speed gak tuh? Pusing gak tuh? Tapi siapa yang kita lagi? Oh, Texture, Meteor, wow, enak banget, sumpah enak banget dilihatnya coy. Kayak kena detain semua deh. Atau enggak ya? Tadi pada ngumpul soal di Eling gitu.
They get this now to match point.
It all comes crumbling
down. Gue pengen replaynya deh. Terus ada replaynya sih. Jadi ke-detain gak sih mereka?
So darn tricky.
Unbelievable.
Ini, wah selesai kena sih. Oh keluar, mereka keluar. Gak kena detain tapi keluar.
Doesn't look like a rookie, does he?
Viper Speed yang apa si Mako, bukan Mako tapi si Foxy9 drop di dunia. Buat ngindarin si lockdown. Kalau gitu nih Foxy9, Viper mending Mako gak sih?
Otherwise, Genji
tapi susah nih, mending Mako aja.
so poised, so dialed in right now.
Texture will end up falling. Through the smoke.
Decent spray check, Mako finding the headshot. Takes him down. They look for a little bit more.
Naban, Adiswan, kenapa Adiswan?
Very suspicious about
kenapa lagi Adiswan?
Inside of that wall, and they would be correct, but
kenapa lagi Adiswan, kenapa? DRX atau yang nyusul Iwan ke bandara? Kayaknya coy. Ini harusnya closing nih. Harusnya closing, cuma tadi unlucky soalnya si tekstur ke smoke bank dia. Boleh cek berapa sekarang PS udah nggak lagi sekarang mulai Indonesia. Keren! Seriusan lu? Karena ini ya, bosnya udah di Indo ya. Keren anjir. Gue coba cek PRX nih, gue cek PRX nih. Wah ini bagus coy. Oh iya lagi anjing udah Indo. Indo Pride. Indo Pride coy, keren. Infonya this one. Tadi gue kira masih ada SG kayak SG Indo gitu, tapi udah full Indo ya. Terus si CEO-nya bakal ke Indo gitu. Aku bangga dukung PRX sama coy, sama bangga dukung PRX coy. Terus itu bapak-bapaknya apa namanya? CEO-nya bakal ke Indo gitu.
Nokia is so privy to all of this though.
CEO-nya bakal bikin kantor di Indo gitu. Atau
Doesn't
udah ada
check
sih.
drop.
Tapi Sleepy kan emang
Will
di Indo
get
dia
finished off.
sekarang.
Flashback, neural
Si
theft
Koen emang di
online.
Indo dia sekarang. Udah
DRX
nggak
close
di
out
main
round 20.
Singapura lagi dia.
That's just one
Besok
step
PS
of
jam
so
berapa bang?
many
Belum
that
ada
they need to
jadwal ya?
take.
Mas lagi jam 3 ya?
Yeah. Well,
Tapi lihat dulu aja,
just got
pantengin
done
dulu
to
yang
them
di Valley Sports
by
ID
Gen
gitu.
G on the previous map. It's 12-8. Gen G
Keren
was
coy,
able to swing it
keren.
back
Pers
and
udah
then win OT.
basisnya Indonesia. Anaknya ada saingan ya berarti
Not
ya?
out of the realm of
Anaknya ada saingan.
possibility.
Flashback.
All business for DRX now. Trying to see if they can figure this out, see if they can keep their hopes alive for going to Madrid. Go around the corner.
Apa bisa ada suntikan Anda?
Sheriffs, Bucky's,
Enggak suntikan Kanada juga nggak sih? Maksudnya emang base gede di Indo ya dia ke Indo wajar
Gen
gitu.
G in their weaponry.
Munchkin.
Kalau fanbase gede di Indo ya dia mending ke Indo gitu. Indo kan negara kepulauan, masyarakatnya banyak, lebih banyak daripada Singapura. Siapa tahu lebih profit kalau misalnya dia mau pindah ke Indo gitu secara bisnis.
That's the neural theft
Kan
gone.
bisa jadi gitu.
Out of this round, Bucky held for
Terus diganti katanya kan, oh dia lagi pre-order ini ya, pre-order jersey ya.
Able to find his head.
Bang, tim yang udah VCT Master Madu
Considering
bakal bisa
dropping
main
down
lagi
with no
Shanghai
texture.
nggak?
Over and
Itu tergantung VCT Pacific 2 sih setahu gua. What the fuck?
6 feet under. Gen G, a 2-0 victory.
Gue jadi
over
kelewatan tuh coy.
DRX.
Anjing gue jadi kelewatan coy. Nggak bisa gue. Tekstur dapat triple kill gimana ceritanya tadi? Gue gak baca komen jir. Ntar lu, gue mau lihat dulu. Ulang.
Dropping down with no texture.
Ini dia.
Over and three.
Woo!
Ball through.
Ulang. Gue jadi kelewatan
A
anjir.
little bit of damage there on the stacks, but Meteor with the sheriff.
Bisa sheriff doang anjir. Ini Iko loh.
Considering dropping down with no
Jadi
texture.
Iko loh.
Over and three.
Wah.
Picks up all three to put them 6 feet under. Gen G, a 2-0 victory over DRX to punch their
Udah.
ticket into the grand
Sekarang
final
era
to
DRX sudah
Madrid.
benar hilang.
They are going to
Eranya
Madrid.
DRX sudah benar-benar hilang. Pertama dia kalah dari PRX tahun lalu, sekarang dia kalah dari Genji. Waktunya sekarang yang jadi runner up adalah Genji. Karena gue yakin masih menang PRX sih. Genji versus PRX, yes. Genji versus PRX. Besok grand final. Jamnya masih nyusul. Welcome to Masters Madrid, Genji. Respect banget coy. Tekstur coy. Tekstur. Gila ya.
And what a road here for
Ya besok
Karen.
grand final gue bakal live lagi gitu. Kita bakal
As
nobar
the
lagi
players,
guys ya.
I mean, you can't even
Di
fathom
Keplos.
how they're feeling
Emang
right now on
MVP-nya
stage.
si Genji
Unbelievable. Solo
sama Lakia
as
sih sebenarnya
well.
di sini. Genji sama
Welcome
Lakia.
back
Lakia
to
mungkin
the
di map pertama dia nggak terlalu
international
step
stage.
up,
To
tapi di
you,
map
to
kedua
Lakia,
dia
it has been so
benar-benar
damn long.
ngebantu banget.
And for DRX, their
Lakia
first
tuh.
absence since the first
Ini
ever
Lakia, bener
International
Lakia.
Masters tournament.
I mean, with how fast this team came together, it
Stacksnya
is
masih biasa aja sih kalau kata gue stacksnya.
truly
Ini
impressive.
gara-gara apa
I mean, so
namanya?
much credit to these
Map
players in the
pertama
Gen G staff
small
for getting
mistakes
themselves in this spot,
resulting in
for
apa?
never giving up, Some hugs there.
Big
Friends,
drawbacks pokoknya.
Players who played on teams
Big
together
drawbacks.
before.
Kacau banget. Pas di ban
A
itu
lot of
sosnya
respect
bisa
between both
menang.
these Korean squads, but now we have
DRX
another
bisa
one.
menang pas 12-11, pas
Last year it was
12-10.
T1 and DRX.
Cuman sekali
now Gen
lagi.
G get their turn.
Masalah comms mungkin. Dan sekarang congrats
What an
buat Genji dan dia udah jadi.
Journey and
Paling nggak
story
udah
for this team.
masuk 2 besar lah dari Pasifik
From
ini ya guys ya.
The head-scratching moments of last season.
Semoga aja besok full
to a
game biar
rebuild
panas.
where
Yo,
Meteor is the only
besok full
holdover
game lah, gasin. Let's go.
to this squad that is now going into a grand final.
Tekstur udah gila
To
coy.
try to take
Itu
on Paper
hancur
X
hancur ya.
once more.
Ya, by the way,
This is
thank you
the
so much
second
for
time
watching
gonna
guys
get the
ya.
job. We'll have to just wait and
Gue
find
bakal
out,
end stream
but my
dulu.
goodness.
Mungkin kalau bisa
And for
tengah
Karen,
malam
I
gue
mean,
bangun,
in
gue
a
bakal
position
main
to
Valorant,
pull off
main
a Royal
kompe
Rumble.
atau mungkin main fun aja dan
Rookie
ntar
season,
atau
coming
mungkin
to a
stream
team
for
after
fun aja.
having never competed
Terus apa
before.
kabarnya? PRX udah
And then
grand final,
potentially
your
be
mind.
the champions
Makanya your
of
mind,
kickoff.
kamu jangan lupa follow YouTube
Can you
Bos Naban
imagine?
dan juga subscribe TikTok Bos Naban. Kebalik,
they certainly
follow
can right
TikTok Bos
now.
Naban
Yeah,
dan juga subscribe
no
YouTube
doubt.
Bos Naban. Oke,
And
your
against
mind,
a team
keren
like
kamu.
Paper Rex,
Cyclo juga jangan
who
lupa ya,
just seems
Cyclo ya.
like
Oh, Cyclo udah follow.
with Banyak coming in,
Jangan lupa subscribe juga ya guys
for
ya.
Geng, it felt like shouldn't be too different.
Follow and
Shouldn't be
subscribe TikTok and YouTube Bos Naban.
like a Paper Rex
Kita
team that
ketemu
you
lagi
are
nanti
going
guys ya on the
to
next streaming session.
consider less. You
Mungkin
might
tengah malam
consider
kalau
more in
bangun
some
gue
people's
bakal
eyes with
stream for
Banyak
fun
coming
gitu.
there.
Kita ngobrol-ngobrol
Insane.
aja, deep talk, something,
Absolutely
anything.
insane.
Atau
Well,
nobar juga
that does it
bebas
for
gitu.
myself
Besok
and
juga
Paper
minggu
Thin.
kan,
We'll throw
weekend
over the
kalian semua
stage,
kan.
so hear from
Yeah,
Genji.
that's the end of the stream guys and I'll see you next time on the
VCT
streaming session.
Pacific
Could be on this
kickoff,
midnight, so
the
it is very
playoffs
fun.
of finest
very so much fun having such a wonderful watch party with all of you. So yeah, I'll be back in perhaps on the midnight. So thank you so much. And of course, I will submit to my promise that I will provide some giveaway of Valorant points. I will discuss it with my shop, VP shops, yeah, something like that actually. But yeah, just stay tuned on the giveaways, okay? So goodbye. 감사합니다.